In this and next video, we decided to introduce 10 interesting and famous derbies in the world of football. The Spanish capital is called El Clásico and the port city of Barcelona is called El Clàsic. Although these two teams are far apart and are not citizens, but everyone puts the spectacular matches between these two teams in the category of derbies. A spectacular match that is without a doubt the most watched football event in the world. A match that in Spain itself is more than a football match. Real Madrid is a team close to the ruling class in Spain and Barcelona belongs to the Catalan separatists. El Clásico is actually a rivalry between two star teams, and each of these stars being loaned in any other team can change the fate of a game. These two teams throughout history have always had players who have always won the most Golden Balls awards, and undoubtedly the best players in this game have shown themselves. Subscribe our YouTube channel to watch the rest of this video and more. With respect to all the other Italian club teams and their fans, the La Madonnina or the Milan derby is the biggest football match in Italy. Therefore, in the list of the best derbies in the world, it is in the second place in this ranking. For the first time on October 18, 1908, the two teams of the city of Milan, namely AC Milan and Inter Milan, faced each other. A match in which the red-shirted team defeated its opponent Inter 2-1. So that the first derby between the two teams would be won by AC Milan team. Of course, this match was just a friendly match and it can be said that the first official match between the two teams took place 2 years later, in January 1910, which this time, like the first match, was won by AC Milan and with the result it defeated Inter 3-2. The name of this derby is named della Madonna in honor of the golden statue of the Blessed Virgin Mary. The statue of the Blessed Virgin Mary is located above the Duomo in the Cathedral of the Milan. Many players who have a history of being in Italy have always played in two teams. In fact, these two teams have a lot of players in common. In the third place of the best derbies in the world, the derby of two English teams can be seen, two teams that are proud and experienced in English and Europe, so that these two English clubs have won a total of 124 cups. The Northwest English derby and the game between Manchester United and Liverpool are some of the most spectacular games in the English Premier League. The best coaches always sat on the bench of the two teams, such as Sir Alex Ferguson, Jose Mourinho, Jurgen Klopp and Rafa Benitez, whose presence on the bench always adds to the charm of the game. In the fourth place of this list, we reach the attractive Manchester derby, which again shows the names of two teams from the English Premier League. To see this fascinating derby, we have to travel to Manchester in the northwest of England to witness the match between the red and blue teams of the city. The history of the match between the two teams dates back to the late 19th century and 1881. It is interesting to know that at that time the names of these two teams were something else, and they knew Manchester United as Newton Heath and Manchester City as West Gordon, which later changed their owners to the current names of Manchester United and Manchester City. The rivalry between the Red Devils and Citizens has always been a fascinating, goal-scoring and of course marginal rivalry, with most of these games being dominated by Manchester United throughout history, but now the Citizens have performed better in the English Premier League. We reach half of our list and of course the attractive Italian derby called the Italiano and the match between Juventus and Inter Milan. The name of the Italian derby was first mentioned by Gianni Berra, the most influential journalist in Italian history. This derby has been the target of interesting and of course controversial events during its lifetime. From Juventus' 9-1 win over Inter to the controversial 1998 game in which Juventus beat Del Piero 1-0 to win the Serie A title. But what made the game controversial was Mark Giuliano's obvious blow next to Ronaldo in the penalty area of Juventus, where the referee Ciccarini easily passed the scene, and for a long time this incident was the subject of comedy and sports program of ruthless Italian writers. In general, the Italian derby is rightly among the top 10 derbies in the world in terms of beauty and quality. In next video, we continue talking about the best derbies in the world.